So today, we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be doing... Wait, no, I mean this. The Future Model Weapon Girl -01. Now this model box does not have any indication as to what it looks like. None whatsoever. And then the bottom is just a black box with barcode on it. But what this is a fusion of the Red Frame Astray, specifically a version that I'm not very well acquainted with, and the Mecha Musume body, which is the same body that the Dragon Dress used, and Lady Luden's, and pretty much all of the female model kits that you can get in this scale. So this model kit, if it's any good, aims to answer the question, what happens when you take two opposite extremes of anime and fuse them together? What happens when you take that and fuse it with Bandai's super successful model kit line? I'm not going to put this down because it's a perfect grade, but that's how big it is. Woo, yay, woo. I might build one of those on video if I ever get one. Another one. Of course, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I guarantee you, fusing anime girls with Gundam model kits just gets you this. But instead of being themed after frame arms, it's going to be themed after Gundam. Yeah, that's a good one. We'll keep that one. I can guarantee you, whatever this model kit turns out to look like, it's going to be a frame arms girl. It's not going to be a robot girl. It's going to be a girl wearing a robot. Before I build this, I should probably elaborate. This is its full name as far as I can find, which is FM Future Model MS Girl Red Frame. The FM probably stands for Future Model. The MS stands for Mobile Suit, and Mobile Suit Girl is an actual line of figures that Bandai did have, but was discontinued? Question mark? And this is what it's supposed to look like once fully built. But yeah, that's about all the information that I can give you. Is that it is the FM Future Model Mobile Suit Girl, and its Red Frame Flight Back packs included in the 1/144th scale. Now, it will be interesting if these two things are actually 1/144th scale, because that would mean they're in the same scale as 1/144th model kits from Bandai, which would mean this kit has some level of compatibility that Kotobukiya model kits don't have right outside the box, because you do have to modify those kits to get them cross-compatible with Bandai kits. Not a lot, but it's enough that it needs to be noted. So, you can only tell how a kit's going to be, at least in terms of quality, based off the first part that you build, which is the head, normally. Feels pretty good, sounds pretty good. Compare that to everybody's favorite Dullahan girl, and I don't know if it picks up on camera, but this sounds hollow, which is interesting because they're both technically the same amount of parts. It's just one's made of a slightly better plastic, so it sounds less empty. There's also an example of what I was talking about last time. That hole is for the neck, and see how this one is designed a bit differently? It has a small lip on the inside. That lip is what holds the head on. They did not design this head with the lip, which is why the head problem exists. Anyways, Okay, so this neck joint has this peg, which is part of the torso. And then it has this joint, which connects to the neck. Just like that. This connection is surprisingly sturdy. There's part I need to mess up. Hold on. Anyways, so this piece is connected in to another piece that's connected to the actual torso. And then this piece is kind of sandwiched between the two. Similar to the Dragon Dress's ankle guard, that piece isn't really connected to anything. So it's not as noisy as the ankle guard, but it is loose part. However, this is the part I was initially worried about, because I've had this part not work on other model kits. And again, there's another piece, hold on. Anyways, squared. This is a part that I've had come off on other kits. I've had it come off on older kits, and I've only really seen it on 1 or 2 kits. I haven't seen it since on a lot of Frame Arm Girls kits. So this neck piece is not desired, question mark, but, see? Yeah, I was going to be like, but it has a good connection. And it does. This part has a good connection. But now, this in and of itself has a neck issue, where that piece is actually in there so well that it's pulling that other part. So I'm going to have to modify this ball joint by actually, like, shaving it just ever so slightly that it can turn, if I can get it out. And there we go. Shaved it just a bit, so now the head can actually rotate. It's still not a super secure connection like other official frame arm model kits, but unlike Dragon Dress, which was a redo of their first kit, this is this company's actual first kit. So if it can support the weight of the body, put gloves on, because it doesn't matter how clean your hands are or how good you smell, your hands are greasy and these parts will slip. Right, so look at these pieces. Which one of them are pieces that you actually use in this model kit? Well, it's not these two. It's not those three. Those two pieces form pegs for the wrist, and they are smaller than some of the nubs you'll cut off. And yes, I did drop them. And yes, it took me a while to find them. Okay, freehanding, because I was building part of the leg off screen to try and speed some things along, because the video is already like 17 minutes. This. Oh, shit. That. Specifically, B2, the joint they have in the instructions is not the same joint that they have in the actual model at all. the part that they have in there works with the pegs, or works with the what the fuck is it? Works with these things. These little tiny little annoying balls that go on these pegs. This joint only works with that peg, so I had to dismantle that much of the kit to get it this joint and that joint so that I could make them compatible. Anyways, ooh, that's the first big issue. That's the first issue, but it's a big one. That's a really big one. Not everybody is gonna immediately notice that. I didn't even notice it until it told me to put the leg on. And then some people are gonna think they did it wrong. Okay, and then here it is connected on the peg, not the ball joint. And it works pretty good. But that's still a pretty big drawback because, again, that joint says that it goes directly onto a ball joint. Same for the other leg. You're supposed to put in this weird dome-shaped thing, and then if you to flip back to... Nope, too far back. If you go back to here, it explicitly tells you to put these little balls on that peg, which I checked. I put the right ones on. B19 are these two little black spheres, which just don't fucking work. Okay. And I'm also going to make this just the one part, and then I'm going to do the rest of it in the second part because this video is already like 17 some odd minutes long, and I don't need to waste any more of your time. But this is the base body. Pretty good once it's all put together. Some joints are stiff. We'll see how that works when everything is all put together. But yeah,